Oh, that's amazing. So that you could change the formula.
Correct.
Now, so with you, as we wrap up here, so if someone wants to get started, how much money would they have to spend to get started? Let's say just using what you currently have, white labeling some of your products.
So we have about 20 products. So the answer to that is depending how many products do you want to start. I have minimums, everything 100 units. So if you want to do a healthy start, because you've got a store or your website, you probably want to get 100 of each unit. So we're talking about $5,000 get started in your business, which is so nominal if you think about it.
Yeah, I think for many that want to get into the industry, I'm a big proponent of, start with the low hanging fruit. Everybody wants to start at the top of the tree. No, start at the bottom and work your way up. And I think that's a great, and also a big proponent of us partnering. One of the things that I focus on here at the Chamber is really making sure that our members are working together, make sure that our members are doing business together, that they're partnering together. We have some great things that are coming down with our members doing business with each other also. So I really believe in, if you actually want to do business in the cannabis and hemp industry, you want to get in contact with Y Livingston, because she can help walk you through the process and explain to you exactly what you need to do. She can show you where the openings are, because again, if we can be honest, we know America is racist. We just have to tell the truth. We understand the history of America. We understand what America still is today. It has oppressed African Americans, not just today, but for 400 years. And so the truth is many people don't like that, but it's just the truth. So we understand the roadblocks that we deal with. So I'm always a big proponent of, what can you build yourself, and what can you do without asking someone else for permission? What do you need to do, and how can you do it, and how can you grow that yourself? And so working together and partnering with someone else that looks like you, who has the information, who has the intellect, the openings, the understanding, the relationships, is key. As we say all the time, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Or in this case, you don't have to grow your own trees.
Right.
You don't have to. You don't have to do it yourself. So, yeah, learn from someone else and partner with someone else who can help you get into the business and get a foot in the industry, versus throwing your entire self in. It's because many businesses fail because they go all in and they do too much. They have too much overhead, and then the business fails because, to her point, you need millions of dollars if you do want to be a grower. And again, as we explained, just because you're growing doesn't mean that you're growing for recreation. You could be growing for many of the different products that they have in the cannabis and hemp industry. So partnering together with an individual like this is great, because it helps to minimize your risk as you're going into the business. So again, tell them how they can get in contact with you if they want to partner with you, if they want to white label some of your products.
Sure.
If they have the $5,000 and they've been waiting on the opportunity, how can they get in contact with you?
That's Y at Wise Hemp. That's WY at Wise Hemp, WISEHEMP.com. And they can always certainly contact you, my brother, and you can get them to me.
Absolutely. Please have questions. Any other questions? Place your questions down in the comment area. And again, one of the other the questions that I had earlier was, how do you get into the business? How do you get into the industry? And so we answered that earlier. So you are just a wealth of knowledge. Seriously, the information that you have, pretty much, a lot of individuals, they want to begin franchises. They may want to start a Burger King or McDonald's, but this is a great type of franchise that you can start. $5,000, getting into the industry and starting to sell it to different individuals. I think that's a great way to start. Now, do you have any other? Tell us some of your successes before we go. Tell us some of the successes of Wise Hemp and Wystone Tea that you've had over the years, so that people just get a little bit more information about you.
Sure. Well, I think the major success is that people trust my products. I'll say that more than anything. If you take one of my products, either the teas, the coffees, any of these hemp products, they are second to none, and I put them up against anybody. Right out the gate, when I opened my first restaurant, we won Best New Franchise Concept from the International Franchise Association. It takes a lot to do that, because we put a lot of research and time and effort into putting out a really quality product. I've been able to find my way into this industry and have spoken at some of the major conferences already, even with having a short time in the business. And 5 years is short. I have known people that have been in there for 10 years. I've managed to have my teas in Whole Foods in the entire Western region. That's 43 stores over 5 states. And so, I've had a modicum of success in product development and also distribution. And that will only continue for us with this hemp line of products. But my main objective at this point is to help others like myself get into this business in a big way, and to have, we talked about franchising. What would really be wonderful is if somebody could come up with, and there are platforms out there, brick and mortar concept that can be franchised, but it's a CBD store. I mean, there are folks that are doing that right now that don't look like us. So why not? Why not have a CBD store franchise that can be modeled and replicated all over the country? So things like that are important to me.
No, that is amazing. If you want to say hello to Jewel Brooks, Jewel says the name of her company is called Pure Heaven Dispensary. She talked about how things change all of the time in the industry, and they've only been in the industry now for 4 months. And Jewel has says they're transitioning to Hemporia, and they have 5 locations right now, and they plan to grow to 100 by the end of the year, end of next year.
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think that would be a great connection. So Jewel, I'm going to reach out to you, Jewel, so that I can get you in contact with Y. I think that would be a great connection for the two of you to see how you can work together. Absolutely.
And if there are folks out there that are barbers, beauticians, you want your own line of product. I'm working on a beard oil right now. I have a facial cream. I've just been asked to do a hair oil product with CBD in it. The sky's the limit, clearly.
No, this is great. All right, so give us your final thoughts. Any other thoughts that you have? And again, if you have any comments before we close, definitely place them down in the comments, the comment section. But go ahead and give us some of your final thoughts. What you want people to do to reach out to you. Just things that they need to know about the cannabis industry. It is so much to know. And give us some of your thoughts.
My final thoughts. We need to keep the conversation going. This can't be a once and done. The industry is changing as we're sitting here having this conversation. So I ask everybody to keep that dialogue and open your eyes and think about what's happening very, very differently than you might have from the beginning of this call. We still are in a situation where, Pookie's on the corner selling a legal drug illegally.
Yeah.
That has to change. It's not necessary. We don't need black market, not in a negative way. The new black market is to be a part of this industry and really take the industry by storm. Support each other, shop black business, put your black dollars to work where we're supporting one another. You just mentioned the sister with Hemporia. I think that is fabulous. They need to, everybody needs to support them. And that's where we have sorely been lacking. I think with educational opportunities like what you've done today, and as I've mentioned Larry Holman many times, that's what we have to continue to do. So I don't want this to be the end of the discussion. I want this to be the beginning.
No, that's a great point. And I do want to say that Jewel said that they started the business with under $20,000. They do have a brick and mortar store. And she said you could buy wholesale from any reputable company.
That's right.
Jewel, tell us where you are. If you're still watching, Jewel, what city and state are you located in? Because I think it's important. I think this is such an interesting topic. So again, before we go, if you don't want to be a grower, give us 5 different products or 5 types of industries that someone who's watching can potentially go into in the cannabis and hemp industry.
So you don't want to be a grower, again, and I'll talk on the CBD side because I've already spoken about the THC side and the expense associated. So go on the CBD side, come up with a product. There's something out there that hasn't been done yet. Think about that. open a CBD store. It doesn't have to be a large brick and mortar, or put yourself a business plan together and go inside of a already existing store. Maybe you have a friend that has a retail boutique or has a restaurant or food store, and you can set up a stand or an area in there with CBD related products. If you're in the promotional products business, please, please, please don't ignore this part of the business. If you are a lawyer, if you're an attorney, and you don't have cannabis or hemp as part of your practice, please think about doing so, even on the compliance and regulatory side of the house. And finally, if you're an entrepreneur who is really just trying to find their way through this business, and you've got something you specialize in, you're a wonderful chef, you're a cook, think about what it is that you can make. You, like I said, you're in the beauty business. You've got several salons or barbershops. Then put out your own CBD related line of products. So I think those 5 areas are really just the starting point. And if you're a printer, why aren't you printing cannabis related materials for this industry? Labels, boxes, any of that kind of stuff. If you're a jewelry maker, think about it. If you're clothing, do you sew? Sew some hemp bandanas. I don't care. People are out there. They want the product. They want what you have to offer. So sky is really your only limit.
No, that is some great information. That is amazing. So Jewel said that she is in Kernersville, North Carolina.
Oh,
Kernersville.
Okay.
Now with the CBD oil and so a lot of CBD products, you can ship that, correct? You don't have to have a special license to ship that, do you?
When I ship my product anywhere in the country, like I said at the beginning, I always put what's called the certificate of analysis in the box. It's called a COA for short. And that certificate of analysis allows any postal inspector to open it up and see what's being shipped. And it has the potency requirements, the potency limits of how that product has been tested and what those amounts are. So they can clearly see it has less than 0.3% of THC. Therefore, it is a hemp derived CBD product.
This is great. This is great information. This is really, really good. Listen, if you got any more questions, place them down in the comments. I'll be reaching back out to you. Y will be reaching back out to you as well. This was why you did it again. You did it again.
Okay.
And so tell everyone again this upcoming conference where you will be at, just in case they want to travel and meet you in person, what that conference is.
It's Kansas City Cannabis Show. It is November 20th, 21st, and 22nd. I'll certainly send that information to you so that you have it. It's going to be a great show. It's the first time in Kansas City, I should say. And I always love to go to the brand new shows because it's people, again, who are curious. They want to know what's happening. It's an opportunity for them to get their foot in the door. And I've been invited to be a speaker. So things are changing. There are some more people of color that are getting up on the podium. So, I hope everyone that can come will come.
All right, really quickly before you go, just keep it kind of short. Just show everyone the list of your products that you have there, what they are, and then how they can actually purchase those from you.
Sure.
Take them one by one.
Sure. I've got 2 lotions. One's jasmine, one's lavender. I've got 2 salves, a honey, again, Colorado honeybees. I've got 4 tinctures, 3 flavored, mint, a tangerine, lemon, and then 1 is a natural flavor, so absolutely no flavor whatsoever. Bath salts. We have capsules. We have gummies, the tea-infused gummies, no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, vegan. We have massage oil. We have a pain gel. We have a facial moisturizing cream. We have a personal intimate lubricant that people can use. We have dog products. We have did I see you smirk? Okay, no. We have dog products.
Wow, you got everything.
Yeah. So we've got teas and coffees, a dog tincture, dog treats, and what is this? A dog biscuit. And we had everything. And we have a couple of other products that are coming out. We have a bath bomb, a beard oil, and some additional specific skin products.
Okay, great. And now give us your web address again. That way they know where they can go to buy your product.
Wisehemp.com. And if yes, wisehemp.com. If you put
spell that for them.
WISEHEMP.com. And as you check out, the code for discount is BWISE, B, all caps, BEWISE.
And they get a 10% discount, correct?
Correct.
This is amazing. Miss Wystone, Livingston, thank you very much. This is a great call and great show.